January night 2022. Suddenly, North Korea's internet vanishes. Government websites blink offline without warning. Was it a retaliation for Kim's latest missile tests? Experts suspect a massive cyber attack, maybe by a rival government. But the truth? A single hacker. In pajamas, with a grudge. Why did he do it? And how far was he willing to go to make North Korea pay? 1 year earlier, an American cybersecurity researcher sits at his desk, scrolling through code. He's known only by his handle P4X. Late one night in January 2021, P4X receives a message from another researcher offering a new hacking tool. Curious, he opens the file in a secure virtual machine. Nothing obvious happens. But within a day, Google publishes a bombshell blog post. North Korean hackers are targeting Western security researchers with booby-trapped files. P4X checks the tool he was sent, and his stomach drops. The file hid a backdoor, a secret doorway for intruders. North Korean spies had tried to hack him. P4X is stunned. Why would a nation-state go after him personally? He had narrowly avoided disaster by isolating the malware, but the attempt left him shaken. He soon learns he wasn't the only target. It was part of a broad campaign by North Korean operatives to steal hacking tools and vulnerability research from experts like him. In other words, Pyongyang's hackers were hunting the hunters. He expects the US government to swoop in. After all, being attacked by foreign cyber spies feels like an act of war on a private citizen. An FBI agent does reach out to P4X, but only to take his statement. There's no follow-up, no help securing his systems, no retaliation against the perpetrators. Weeks pass, then months. Silence. It's as if nobody's coming. P4X feels abandoned. There's really nobody on our side, he concludes bitterly. He's a hacker exposed to a nation's spies, and no one will protect him. That's when a seed of resentment takes root. North Korea struck at him in secret and got away with it. P4X isn't the forgiving type. As the months go by, that seed grows into a plan. If the authorities won't avenge this breach, maybe he will. The idea seems almost crazy. A one-man counterattack against the most isolated regime on Earth. But the more P4X thinks about it, the more it feels not just possible, but necessary. By the end of 2021, his mind is made up. He'll strike North Korea himself. But can one man really take down a country's internet without getting caught? P4X begins quietly gathering intelligence. For once, he's the hunter. His target? North Korea's sliver of the internet. Few outsiders truly know what North Korea's online infrastructure looks like. What P4X discovers amazes him. The country's internet presence is tiny and fragile. Only a few networks and dozens of websites serve the entire nation. It's a digital house of cards, propped up by aging software and sloppy security. To a seasoned hacker, it's full of unlocked doors. Night after night, P4X scours North Korea's systems from afar. He probes servers, tests doors and windows in the code. Before long, he finds what he needs, vulnerabilities, and plenty of them. In fact, they're not even new vulnerabilities. They are known flaws that North Korean sysadmins never bothered to patch. Old versions of Apache and other software rife with holes. An outdated Nginx web server bug that collapses the system if you simply send it a weird header. To P4X, it's like North Korea left its front gates wide open. It's pretty interesting how easy it was to actually have some effect in there, he notes. The more he maps out their network, the more confidence he gains. He can do this. He writes custom scripts to automate the attacks. If one man is going to strike an entire country, automation is key. His code will scan North Korean servers, find which ones are online, then hit them with exploits to overload or crash them. It's a denial-of-service attack with surgical precision, like a digital guerrilla war. Every line of code is designed for one purpose: knock North Korea off the global internet. As he prepares, P4X operates in secrecy. He knows going vigilante is risky. If caught, he could face serious legal trouble under hacking laws. And if North Korea figures out who's behind the intrusions, he could become a target for reprisal. So P4X takes precautions. He adopts a pseudonym to hide behind. He chooses P4X, pronounced Pax, a cheeky nod to enforcing peace through punishment. Under this alias, he can strike from the shadows. No real name, no face, just a faceless hacker delivering payback. By early 2022, the plan is ready. P4X sits at his computer, likely wearing that same uniform of t-shirt, pajama pants, and slippers. This ordinary-looking guy has a not-so-ordinary mission: cripple a country's internet. He double-checks his tools. The code is loaded on his laptop and some rented cloud servers. The targets are lined up. His heart pounds with adrenaline and defiance. After a deep breath, he launches the attack. With a few keystrokes, the packets start flying. The code is running, the targets are set. But will it actually work? Or blow up in his face? North Korea doesn't know who's hitting them. Law enforcement hasn't come knocking. But how long can one hacker stay invisible in a war this dangerous? One man in pajamas brought an entire regime to its knees, but what happens when thousands of criminals don't just take down websites? They sell your identity like a product. To see how stolen lives became a global business, watch our next story. The dark web's Amazon for stolen identities.